Hey all, Julian here, your tequila guy, and we are here to do our second review. This is going to be a brand close to my heart. This is El Tequileno, but it's also going to be a little bit of an adventure side trip because this is their still strength. I was excited to get my hands on this because I honestly didn't think it was going to be released in Georgia. It's a special release, which means limited markets. But lo and behold, I was doing a tasting the other day and I went in the store and here they had it at the low price of $50, which is almost suspiciously low because high proofs are typically more than that. This is a brand that is close to my heart. I have been drinking El Tequileno products for years. I have sold more of them than anybody when I worked in bottle shops. Still strengths, however, are still relatively new to me. High proofs are still new to me. There have been some that have been absolutely amazing. There have been some that are, so I honestly don't know what to expect. We may have done a couple of rehearsals, but we're working it out. So let's get into it. Let's try it out. Let's see what we got. So the first thing we're going to do is pour ourselves just a tiny little sip because you don't need much to get a tasting and a flavoring. If you dump too much in there, you really can't nose it, you can't taste it, and you're really just drinking for drinking. This is more drinking for learning. So let's figure this out. So first, let's look at the legs because that tells me a lot. I expected longer, thicker legs on a high proof because high proofs are concentrated and they are generally considered to be more oily mouthfeel and thicker with more viscosity. And I'm not mad at that at all. I don't know if you can catch this on the legs. Try and hold it until it comes into focus, but that line sticking clearly all the way around it, that is a strong sign. And you can also tell that I suck at keeping my glasses clean, but we're not going to talk about that right now. All right, so the legs are right. Looking around real nice. Definitely got some density to it. All right, on the nose. Citrus, a lot of citrus, first and foremost, right out in front. The cooked agave is there, but you know what? So's a lot of alcohol. When I took this on the neck pour, it was something. But now that I've let it breathe for a little bit, let it sit, and that was the advice I got from my tequila people was just open and let it sit for a while. Man. It's 100 proof. Adjust your expectations. So, got a little mint, a little bit of melon on the nose. Very good, very good. The cooked agave's in there. It's really present, but it's kind of blending with all the other things, so it's hard to extract it all by itself. But it's an interesting nose. The minerality, I can smell it before I even taste it. I know the minerality in this is going to be pretty strong. Not necessarily always a good thing, but usually is. All right, now screwing around. We're going to do 2 sips. One to warm up my face. See if I can handle it. And the other is the second one is where you get all the flavors. So first sip. All right, my face is sufficiently warm. I did get some mint. Definitely got cooked agave, but in the first sip, it's all just alcohol and black pepper and heat, and that's no way to do a review. So let's try the second sip. Whew. That's a spicy meatball right there. So we got cooked agave, definitely in there. Very strong, very nice. I've got that oily mouthfeel that I saw from the legs, which is outstanding. Got a whole lot of black pepper, man. This is a spicy, spicy drink. If you are not already into high proofs, you will not like this. I'm about a third of my way into the high proof journey, and it's interesting. It's got all the flavors. I just don't know if I'm not like falling head over heels for it. I recognize that it's a good tequila, but it's just not necessarily doing it for me. One of the things that I'm getting really pronounced on, let me just double check this real quick. I love that my job is drinking something twice just to make sure. The anise. Okay, so anise, for those of you who are new, anise is really just a fancy word for licorice. They're the same thing. And anise is definitely a forward note in a lot of tequilas, but in here, good man, it is freaking dominant. A lot of anise, obviously a lot of alcohol. It is 100 proof. You are not, dabbling with a liqueur here. You're drinking a straight spirit that is half alcohol. So the other flavors I get, and the more sips you take, if you space them out a little bit and don't burn out your palate, the more sips you take, the more flavors you can pick out. Because as the first flavors started, now the secondary and third flavors, whatever that's called, they start to show up. So cinnamon, definitely in there. Orange and a broader citrus, definitely in there. The black pepper has cooled off a little bit now that my face is used to it. Sometimes it takes 2 sips to warm up your face. Would I drink this for $50? For $50, yeah. When it was $70, no, I wouldn't buy this. There are other high proofs I've had that are, in my opinion, better. I think Lagrimas is only a slightly high proof, but it's better. Atanasio Origins, amazing. Try that one. It doesn't taste like any other El Tequileno either. Like, it doesn't taste like a stronger version of their Blanco. And their Blanco is probably one of my... Oh, here it is. Their Blanco is one of my favorite Blancos. Like, don't ever sleep on this one. But, do I like this as much as I like that? No. So if you're already in the high proof journey, here's my hot take. If you're already in the high proof journey, this is definitely one you want to stop by and have. If it's on discount, all the better. You will probably appreciate this a little bit more than I do. If you are a tequila noob, I recommend overall avoiding high proofs completely because they're very spicy, they're very warm, and there's certainly enough flavors to pick out of a 40% alcohol bottle. Still going to be strong. Still going to have a lot of strong flavors. But you're not going to fight the heat. You're not going to fight the black pepper. And I think I'm going to give this one an 84 on Tequila Matchmaker. It's 1 point. So to me, anything above 85, and the thing really does cap out at like 92. You can get 100, but nobody ever gets 100. To me, anything between 85 and 92, the top echelon, is best in the world. Like, gotta have it. Don't skip it. If it's an 85 or better, just drink it. But I would not put this in the you absolutely must drink this one. It's good, but it's not amazing. And, here we are. So, let me know in the comments, have you had this? Do you like it? I've spoken to the tequila world via Facebook, and opinions are very varied. You either love this one or you hate it. I don't dislike it, but I'm not in love with it. So I'm going to leave it to you to decide if this is something you want to try. If you think this might be a little bit too strong, or I'm not convincing you to try it because I'm not convincing anybody to try it, I would recommend definitely checking out the El Tequileno Platinum Blanco. This one is good for noobs. It's good for experienced people. It's good for the connoisseur. And also about $50, maybe 45. Well, that's all I got for now. Like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next video.